So, former Blizzard boss suggests that players should be able to tip devs after finishing a game.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
Fuck right off with that.
We be giving everybody tips.
I don't even want to tip people at fucking restaurants when they do a shit job. Why would I tip you at all?
I'm going to pay you for completing your job.
Which is overpriced games nowadays. Like,
you don't work.
You could argue,
work for
you could
minimum
say,
wage.
You could say that pre-ordering the game is essentially doing that. But just because a developer, a group of developers finish the game they're working on and go, hey, look guys, it's done. Can we have extra money? No. If I want the game, I'm going to pay for the game. You ain't getting extra. Not from me, at least. Not from me, at least. Take it up with your bosses.
The money's not going to go to the devs. You know, it's like one of those restaurants where they get all the waitresses and make them pool the tips and then equally distribute it out to everyone so people don't feel bad because they are shittier at their job than someone else. That's what this would be. And also, probably most of the money is not going to go to the devs. It's just
exactly, man. You got the fucking head of fucking Bungie sitting there being like, oh yeah, fuck it, yeah, tip him. I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to the money. Don't worry.
Look, you guys should trust
Respect
us, the bosses, to take care of our employees. That's why if you give us this money, we pinky swear that it'll go to them.
I promise you, it's not going to cokes and whores.
Look at that. Look at this part here. The former Blizzard president said, most will dislike the idea. Well, yeah, you got that part right.
No shit. What the fuck?
Shit. So we got the tweet here and shit. Let's go into it. It's Mike Yabrara.
Yeah, bruh.
I've thought about this idea for a while. As a player, since I've been diving into single-player games lately, when I beat a game, there are some that just leave me in awe of how amazing that experience was. At the end of the game, I've often thought, I wish I could give these folks an extra $10 or $20 because it was worth more than the initial $70 they didn't try to nickel and dime me every second. Games like Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, etc. I know 70 is already a lot, but it's an option at the end of the game I wish I had at times. Some games are special. Could you imagine completing a game that you really like, okay? Think of a single-player game you really like. And then at the end of the game, it says, thank you for playing, you know, all that type of shit. And then it just pops up with this menu.
PayPal terminal.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly.
How much of a fucking retard are you that you're like, I know I paid a fair price for this product based on the costs, distribution, all of these things, to the point where the company and the employees can have a healthy budget. I'd like to give them more of my money, though, just cause I feel like it. How much money does this fucker have? I don't even want to pay him. I don't even want to pay $70 for fucking Baldur's Gate 3, and I know that game's good. I don't want to pay that money.
You know what happens? If these are single-player games that you really, really enjoy, you get the end of it, right? You're thinking, fuck, I hope they had some DLC.
Elden Ring's getting a DLC. Go spend your fucking $20 on that or whatever it is.
Remnant
there
2.
You go.
Remnant 2! Remnant 2! Great example! Been wanting to give those fuckers more money for more content for a while now.
Yep, I want more content. I'm not going to give you money.
I'm not going to fucking tip you because I really like your game. I bought the game. There you go. There's your money there. You guys gave me a good game. You give me more content, I give you more money.
And again, this is going to be a thing that if anyone tries to implement it, it will work because it will be on a good game. And then every fucking game is going to do it until you get
I don't think this would ever work, man. At least not for the foreseeable future. I think too many people are going to look at that and say, no fucking way.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
because you know what the flip side of this will happen is there'll be a game that will come out that will overpromise and underdeliver. And people will say, I feel like you owe me a bit of a refund.
Yeah, but dude, you underestimate fucking tipping culture, dude. People feel like they have to tip someone when that comes up. Dude, I've been at fucking like Subway and they offer tipping and it's like, fuck off, no.
Question for all like my American friends out there. Is tipping culture really that autistic? Because we don't tip here. That's just not a thing here.
We have it up here. I think it's worse than the States. You just tip anyways. Even if someone gives you bad service, you tip them $1.
I know most will dislike this idea, smiley face. By the way, I realize we are tired of tipping and everything else, but I view this different from a pressure to tip type of scenario. Many face and give feedback on. I don't know.
Okay, here's the problem.
Oh, hold on. I gifted Boulder Gates free to my friend. This is some other weirdo. I bought it twice. Maybe buying the game for someone else more than once, or updating to a collector's edition is a nice way to do it.
There we go.
That's not tipping.
It's not tipping. His thing is just, I want to give them more money now. And it's like, okay, then buy the game for someone else. Okay,
that's what
fine.
I got
If
fucking
you-
Helldivers for myself and gifted it to someone as well. So I guess technically I paid for it twice. When I think of all my favorite games, right? If any of them had a thing going, would you like to tip us? I'm clicking no on all of them. Halo 3, I consider like the greatest game of all fucking
I
time.
ain't tipping fucking.
Right? I ain't fucking tipping them. But do you know what I did do? Back in the day, I bought their map packs. Now,
You
obviously,
can-
we can get into the whole map pack argument and how there's some bullshit with that even back then.
Yeah.
But
Well,
wouldn't
the
you say
DM
that's a tip? If any
Oh.
of the Nier games popped up at the end saying, would you like to give me a tip? I'm typing, suck my ass, Yoko Taro, send. Not fucking happening. But I think the one thing he got right is most will dislike the idea. But do you want to know what's really interesting about this? Okay? Is this got tweeted like 4 days ago. Okay? Over the weekend over here. You have not seen any fucking developer or studio or anything be like, yeah, let's do that. I think everyone's looking at me like, bro, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
You
no.
know what? I think some indie game will try it though.
No, but
Indie games is a little bit different. A lot of them have like a tip jar Patreon thing or
I was
whatever.
gonna say
Yeah.
a lot of them already kind of.
But what you're actually doing with that is you're actually helping them,
Fund the
make the
game.
game, and you're
Yeah,
funding
it's not
it.
like
Okay, so
it's not
that's a
like
bit different.
fucking Blizzard where it's like, yeah, you're
We
owned
got
by
all
the
the fucking
Microsoft.
resources in the world.
Could you give us like $5 so we can make the next COD? We're really desperate.
I also, at the same time, think there's nothing wrong with if a game comes out and it's an absolute banger. The developers probably do deserve a bit of a fucking, bonus from their bosses. But that's up to the bosses, not me for buying their game.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? It's like, why the fuck you asking me, cunt, for more money?
Yeah, go
Fuck
ask
off.
your boss.
Yeah, if y'all fucking making bank, be like, yo, bitch, I'm the reason why you making bank. I'm going
Yeah.
strike.
The,
Hey,
the
yeah.
gaming industry is at the most profitable it's ever been in here.
Bigger than Hollywood.
Bigger
the
than
music
Hollywood,
industry.
it's bigger than both of those combined, and add like 40 other fucking recreational things and it's bigger, right? So no, I'm not giving you more money. Give me better games. That's what I want. It's not my job to make sure that you have money to live off of when you're
Yeah,
offering
and-
a product to sell. This sounds really cold, but it's true. Like, if I'm working at a business, it's not the customer's responsibility for me to be paid a certain amount that I can live off of. It's the customer pays for a product. It's the company's responsibility to give that product in return for payment. Then that company distributes that payment to its employees. The
Well, there's
costs are
another
taken out.
aspect to this as well. Now we've reached this time in the gaming industry where we will see the words X DICE developers, and we'll be like, "Oh, you're the guys that made that really cool Battlefield. You're the guys that made that one. Okay, I'm gonna go get your new game because I followed your work." Okay, so being a developer, it's like being a movie. Okay, maybe bad example, but it's kind of like a movie director.
It'll
where it's
get
like,
there. Eventually
like-
it will.
You're like,
Todd.
okay, I really like, I don't know, fucking Christopher Nolan. You go, yeah, I go and see every Christopher Nolan movie because I like
Todd
his work.
Howard is the gaming industry.
Todd Howard. Maybe okay.
David
But
Wonderhart,
think-
baby.
Wonderhart, Wonderhart,
Yep,
pretty good
him.
example.
Ruben?
Whatever he makes, I'll fucking work. Whatever he works on, I will check out. So
Mark
developers
Ruben.
are starting to get a little bit more credit, but that goes both ways. It's like, you made that shit, man. I don't want
Yeah.
anything to fucking do with you, okay?
Yeah.
You tried to scam me with DLC, you prick.
Yeah, yeah. But they have a picture of my girl, Millennia Blade of Mikola, over here. Elden
My
Ring,
favorite
on
game.
purpose.
very positively received game.
Yeah,
Very
that's why they
positively
did
received
it.
game, right?
That's why they put that
It's-
fucking.
It's
photo.
also
No.
my favorite Blizzard game.
They
Yeah.
put it in there because he said fucking Elden Ring.
Yeah, no.
But very positively received game. So what's going to happen? People are looking forward to the DLC.
People are
Yep.
There's your extra
pre-ordering
money.
the DLC.
And more money through DLC because we get extra, not fucking pays free money because I don't know, your name's Jimmy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's basically that meme of "shut up and take my money." Like,
Yeah.
If you put out something that's a banger, people are probably going to want more. And then if you deliver more, and it's of the quality people expect, they'll pay.
Make more money.
What's the saying?
If you build it, nerds will come.